And we're back. Happy Saturday. This is Minding Your Business with the Lancaster Chamber of Commerce on News Talk 1380. The Antelope Valley and North LA County source for your news now. I'm Chris Spiker, your host. Co-host Aaron Goldstein, Goldstein Digital.
Hello.
Hey, how's your Saturday going?
Saturday's going pretty well.
Who's our next guest?
Our next guest is Madeline Shaver, Miss Lancaster.
Miss Lancaster, welcome.
Hi, thank you for having me.
Madeline, how long have you been Miss Lancaster?
Ooh, about 2 months now.
Yeah, and was that an event over at the fairgrounds?
It was actually at Lancaster High School.
Have we done the Miss Antelope Valley contest yet?
No, that's going to be in February.
In February?
Yeah.
Let me think about this for a minute. Okay. Wow, that's a long way away.
Yeah, and we actually are starting pretty soon. We're starting this Saturday and Sunday together, just kind of getting to know the girls and all that fun stuff.
When does the fundraising start, where you come around and ask for money?
It's going to start pretty soon.
Asking all your dad's friends for money.
Yeah.
Okay. Hey, so it's a good thing you're on the show.
Yeah.
So where does the money go?
The money goes towards an educational program or also towards the Antelope Valley pageant.
So what are you learning as Miss Lancaster? There's a lot.
There is a lot. I'm actually starting a social media page this summer to see the history of Lancaster and kind of tie all of the teenagers in to see the importance of in the history of Lancaster.
Very good.
Yeah.
We need more social media interaction
Yeah.
on all age levels, but more conversation about the Antelope Valley and
Yeah,
what's going on and what has gone on.
Mm-hmm.
Well, your family has quite the history in the Antelope Valley.
They do. Yeah.
Your grandpa is Dr. Phil Shaver.
Yes.
He was my dentist, and I'm sure you've had many people tell you that.
Oh yeah. One of my Deb's assistant mom, she actually was telling me about how my grandpa used to be her dentist, and she wants him to come out of retirement just to clean her teeth.
I don't think Phil ever cleaned teeth. He had a hygienist for that.
Oh yeah, probably, but he's a funny guy.
Well, that's good.
Yeah.
You know, I found with my dad, once they retire, they really get likable. They don't get so wired.
Yeah.
They're just a lot of fun to be with.
They are. It's very interesting. He actually tells me a lot about how Lancaster used to be, and that's always fun to hear is the history kind of behind it. He was talking to me about Cedar one time and how he used to work the jail.
Wow.
Yeah, and so I was able to take my Miss Lancaster pictures there and got to see the jail, and it was pretty neat just to
That
know
jail
a
is
little
historical.
bit. Yeah.
They still have bars on some of the windows?
I think so.
Yeah, and the guy scratched in the wall how long you'd been there, and
Yeah.
and it's still there.
Yeah.
That's pretty cool.
It is really cool.
So can you write about that and take some pictures? And
Oh yeah. We're probably gonna try to find a picture of one of the older Miss Lancasters and then do a then and then do a now picture.
Wow.
Yeah.
So what are your goals as Miss Lancaster? What's going to get done this year? You mentioned the social media.
The social media, and then I also work with we have a platform for pageants, and my platform is Royal Family Kids. So we work with kids who are in the foster system, and they have a fun week at the camp. And also this summer and kind of towards the year, we're going to be working with the hospital and other things like that. So.
Wow, you're diving right in.
Yeah.
So who is Royal Family Camp? That's Rick Chisholm?
Yes.
And so these are kids, once they become emancipated, they could go on to bigger and better, or they could join the homeless population.
Yeah.
So you're right where you need to be.
Yeah.
What do you think about working with those young people?
It's definitely life-changing. Last year I had the opportunity to be a teen counselor, and they were talking about how it's very life-changing for the little kids, and you get to see what they go through, and it was really emotional time. It also changes your perspective on life, and it makes you want to be more involved and help out in your community in different ways.
So if it changes you, then it may just change the situation.
Yeah.
Wow. I think we're all going to have to get more involved.
Oh yeah, for sure.
And so you've lived in the Antelope Valley your whole life.
Whole life, born and raised.
What do you think about this place?
I actually love Baby. I mean, it's our home. It makes you want to do great things. You know, we have a really great community out here. We have a lot of great people, a lot of great, just trying to find the word, people who sponsor stuff, you know, friends and family. So I think the AV is just really a family-oriented community.
It is. So tell me a little bit about your parents, your mom and your dad.
Well, my mom is actually a stay-at-home mom, but she's very involved in our lives. She works with MOA a lot, so we are able to volunteer there a lot. We spend a lot of our time there. And then my dad is a chiropractor. He owns Allied Physical Medicine, and then he works with CORE in Palmdale.
Yeah, I know Allied Physical Medicine is our neighbor there on Avenue J.
Oh yeah, because you guys are right next to it.
Your grandpa and his dad built that building,
Yeah.
and I think that was in the mid-1950s.
Yeah, it was a while back.
Well, they've always been good neighbors, and thank you for being involved in the community. Tell me about some of the other misses, the Valley misses that you're working with.
We haven't really started working together just yet, but the girls that I've met so far, because everyone just got chosen to be for their
right.
city, represent the city. And I know a couple of the girls from school, which is Miss Acton, Miss Quartz Hill, and then I met Miss Rancho Vista. We both had the pageant the same day. So we got to see each other before the pageant, and we met. It was kind of cool, and we both ended up winning. But the girls are really friendly, and I'm really excited just to be with all of them and get to know them this year.
So are you going to be voted like Miss Cordiality or Miss Congeniality?
I don't know. There's a lot of girls, and everyone's pretty friendly. So
Yeah. So what do you think about working with the Lancaster Chamber of Commerce?
I enjoy it a lot. I'm able to see a lot of the different community people out there and a lot of the different sponsors and stuff like that. So it's a really great opportunity for me.
Do they give you too many things to do?
Oh,
Too many
no.
things to show up? So are you going to school or
I am. We actually just finished on last Friday.
AV College?
No, I'm at Paraclete. I'll be a senior this year.
You're a senior at Paraclete.
Yeah.
And so that's why when we have the business for breakfast, you come in at 7 and then
And then I have to run back out.
go to school.
Yeah, school starts at 7:55. So.
You're already multitasking.
Yep.
Isn't that amazing? That's going to look good on your resume.
Yeah, I'm gonna have a lot packed in this year. I'm also a debutante, so it's gonna be a fun year.
Good idea. Let's just do it all at the same time.
Yeah.
So what are you studying at Paraclete?
Paraclete, this year the classes that I'm taking AP Literature, AP Economics, and Government, which I'm actually really excited for those three classes. But I was hoping to take AP Psychology, but I wasn't able to, so.
Yeah, not enough hours in the day.
Oh no, I was going to take summer school, but there's just, so I could free up another class, but it's just got a lot going on this summer.
Where are you going to college?
I'm not really sure yet. I was kind of looking at abroad colleges, one that's called Minerva. It's based in San Francisco, and they go to China and London and a couple different areas. It's really different, and it's really neat.
And the field of study is?
Either law or business.
Law or business.
Mm-hmm.
It's amazing how many people out there, not me, but they have multiple degrees.
Yeah.
Like, I think, Gene Simmons, the guy that was at the Board of Trade event, he's got some kind of degree. I don't think he's actual lawyer, but makes money so many different ways. It's just, wow, you worked so hard to get that law degree, and now you're doing kind of something else.
Yeah.
That's what my daughter said, Dad, why do I need a degree? They're not using it. I said, well, it's an important piece of paper.
It is. It really is. And now it's kind of harder if you don't have a college education or degree of some sort now to get a job or anything like that. So.
You've seen the chamber in action. What benefit do you think the chamber has for a business or for an individual?
My dad has his own business, so that's kind of neat to see how the chamber works with all the individual businesses out here, and they promote them. And so actually they went over the social media and the website stuff at the last chamber event that we had, and that was really interesting to see how they can promote and help all the local businesses just grow.
Hey, that was a good answer.
Thank you.
Yeah, the first time I was in your dad's office, I think it was the Hispanic chamber was having a mixer.
Okay.
And that was it was well done, and it got 30 people who had never been in there, which is kind of the purpose of marketing.
Right.
And that office, 30 or 40 people is really about all you need to make it look like a big party.
Yeah, the office is a little small.
So he's on Avenue J, right next to AV Florist.
Mhm.
How do you like my sign there on AV? on
I
Avenue
do.
J?
It's always really interesting. Every time I go by, I always see what you guys have up on there, and it's really like nice that you guys put other stuff around like the neighbors around you guys. You post stuff up on there too, which is always cool.
Yeah, we always take turns saying, well, I'm right next to a bunch of dentists and chiropractors.
Mhm.
Put some up on the sign. So I'm always looking for new copy on the sign. So let's see, what's coming up? We have this week Leroy Halley's big event on Thursday night, and you're going to be at the installation on the 24th
I actually won't be. I'll be in Hawaii for cheer.
for cheer.
Yeah.
Let's see, what all do you do?
Well, I'm Miss Lancaster. I also became a debutante this year, and then I'm also a part of cheer at Berkeley High School.
So football games and basketball games.
Oh yeah, we are very big on football at Berkeley.
Are guys on that squad too? Or just
Yeah, we actually had 2 guys the last 2-3 years, which was also really cool to have. You know, not just only girls, but the boys are into it too.
Berkeley does an amazing job. They hang on to their alumni because it's a private school.
Hmm.
They're really big on funding.
They are. They're a really great school overall.
Yeah. So what do you do to help raise funds for Paraclete?
For
Yeah.
Berkeley,
Is your dad an alumni of Paraclete?
he is an alumni, which is actually pretty cool because a lot of the teachers there that are my teachers were his teachers as well. So that's always interesting. But Paraclete's pretty good on their funding. I try to get them actually to help with Royal Family Kids and raise stuff for the camp for the kids there. So
Yeah, that makes sense.
yeah.
Good causes. How did you decide to run for Miss Lancaster?
Well, my mom was actually Miss Whittier, and then she ran for Miss California, and she's actually Miss California as well. And then my little sister was Junior Miss Lancaster a while back, and just seeing how involved the girls were and how amazing like they can impact the community, I just wanted to be a part of it as well.
Wow.
Yeah.
Miss Whittier. That's pretty cool. Well, I think we're good. I appreciate you coming on the show.
Thank you for having me.
Madeline Shaver, Miss Lancaster, maybe Miss AV.
We'll see.
Okay, thank you for coming on.
Thank you.